You have no business here.
I do have business here. Stop acting like a savage. What are you doing?
Before I arrest you.
I'm pretty sure if I just grabbed something out of your hand right now, I would be in handcuffs, right?
Right.
You don't do interference.
His body camera's on. His body camera's on. Stop. He has his body camera on.
I don't care.
Stop.
Would it be against policy for a law enforcement officer to witness a crime taking place and not do anything to stop it?
This is from Sergeant Fahey's written statement. Cell phones can be altered and modified to be used as tasers or a firearm.
So if I grabbed your camera and then said I thought it was a taser gun, would that absolve me from any wrongdoing?
No.
Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here. Back again with another video. Today we are at the Office of Professional Standards for the Connecticut State Police. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. In addition to all of that, we are here to follow up on the internal affairs investigation into Sergeant Bryan Fahey. Without further ado, let's get into it. Professional standards. Let's see if they have professional standards. Hi, how are you? Hello? So we just open the door, take a peek outside, see a camera, and automatically close the door on someone's face without speaking. The irony. That's not professional standards at all.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Can I help you with?
Can I just get your names and badge numbers?
Sir, Sergeant Kyle Cormier, badge number 156.
And your name and badge numbers?
Sergeant David Malik, badge number 290.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
So, my name is Sean. I'm here following up on an internal affairs complaint that I made. The incident took place about a month ago now, almost a month ago now, at the Connecticut State Police headquarters.
Okay.
It involved the Sergeant Bryan Fahey. I received the security camera footage as well as the body camera footage in relation to this incident. And I was just wondering, what's the status of the investigation? And if it's not completed, what's taking so long? Because it's clear from the security footage that we all witnessed that Sergeant Fahey grabbed my camera, turned it off, which is a crime, acted like a complete and utter animal. So I'm just wondering, what's the status of the investigation?
Sure. It's currently under investigation. I'm not the actually investigating assigned investigator, but we are working at getting that done for you.
Would you mind giving me the name of the assigned investigator?
I don't have that in front of me. It's one of our, I believe it's one of the lieutenants who's not here today.
One of your lieutenants?
Yeah, I'm not sure who it's actually assigned to. I know I don't have it, and Sergeant Malik doesn't have it as well.
It's not being handled by Captain Cerruti?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, because I remember he handled the first incident.
Yeah. He's no longer associated with this office. Yeah.
He retired? Oh, so he wrote that report and then retired. Great. So, yeah, so I was just wondering, because it doesn't really make sense to me that, like, if I were to go and grab your badge from your belt right now and take it from you, or grab anything of any of your property right now on camera, I doubt it would take a month for me to have any sort of consequences. I'm pretty sure if I just grabbed something out of your hand right now, I would be in handcuffs, right?
Right, but there's also a process that you would go through.
But I would be arrested first.
Correct.
But that's what I'm saying. The video clearly shows probable cause of a crime being committed, because I just told you, if I just grabbed your camera that you have in your hand right now and took it from you, both of you would put me in jail. Again, I know you weren't there. I know you're not directly involved. I just want to try and see. I want to try and give you my perspective and the people's perspective on why law enforcement is not held accountable. Because if I did the same thing to either one of you, I would be in handcuffs, charged, and then you would continue your investigation into it, probably. But where's the accountability for Sergeant Bryan Fahey?
I believe we're conducting a thorough investigation, and if we want to be complete, we have to. It does take time. So it's not an immediate investigation.
The video footage is about a few minutes long.
Okay. We also conduct interviews. It's like I said, it is a thorough.
But no one's ever even reached out to me in the last month since this happened. No one's reached out to me to speak to me and clarify anything with me.
I believe you did come here.
I did come here, yeah.
Did you submit a complaint?
I submitted a statement. That's correct. But I haven't received any follow up, like, hey, any additional questions or things of that nature.
I cannot speak to that investigator.
Can you please tell me who is the investigator?
Like I said earlier, I don't know. I can get you that information.
Can you get it for me? I would appreciate it, just so I know who I can email and contact regarding the investigation, and hopefully, like I said, you work for professional standards.
Yes.
That's all we're asking for here is some standards in law enforcement. Have you seen the video?
I have not.
You have not seen the video. So he clearly breaks the law, and this is the second time this individual has done this. First time he broke my phone, grabbed me, all types of convoluted lies, that he grabbed my shirt to make sure I wasn't falling backwards, that he thought my phone was a taser. So if he told you guys again he thought my phone was a taser, would that be an acceptable excuse this time again?
I can't speak to that. I don't know any part of the investigation. I haven't seen
So if I grabbed your camera and then said I thought it was a taser gun, would that absolve me from any wrongdoing?
No, because you've already said that it's a camera.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. Like when you said, "Hey, stop recording me. Let's talk like men." That's acknowledging it's a camera, right?
You're videotaping me?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I don't want to talk to you then. If you want to videotape me, then if you want to talk to me like a man, we can chat.
I can't speak to what happened during that incident.
Okay.
I wasn't there.
There's video footage. That's the thing. That's the thing that I'm trying to understand is that there's video footage. It's not my word against Sergeant Fahey's word. Are you, as professional standards, are you allowed to bring criminal charges against, or do you discuss? You don't bring any criminal charges against anyone.
We're not. We're administrative violations of policy.
Administrative violations and policy. So who would be charged? Who would have the authority to charge a law enforcement officer for committing a crime? State's attorney?
Correct. Yeah.
So the state's attorney's office would investigate them for a crime.
So if we, at the professional standards, find anything that's possibly a criminal violation, it gets forwarded to the state's attorney's office. They make a determination, and once that investigation concludes, then it comes to us to do administrative investigations.
Gotcha. So do you know by any chance if this investigation has been forwarded to the state's attorney's office?
Like I said, I'm not familiar.
For investigation?
I'm not familiar with the investigation. It's not my investigation. I can't.
And the person who's investigating it is not currently here.
That I'm aware of. Yeah, it's just the two of us in the office and one female lieutenant who is not the investigator. So I'm not sure who is the investigator.
Okay. So I just want to make it clear that you guys investigate for administrative purposes and policies.
Correct.
And then if you find some violation of a law, you would forward that to the state's attorney's office. They have their own investigators, correct?
Correct.
And then they would investigate the incident and decide whether to press charges or not.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. If you can, thank you for answering my questions. I really appreciate it. I know you couldn't answer much of them, which I understand, I guess, especially since you're not the investigator of the incident. But if you can get me their name, that would be great. Okay. If you can do that before I leave here today.
I can try and get that information for you. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
be
Oh, sure. I'll have no problem waiting. Okay. I just want to know who's handling the investigation so I can send them an email and follow up that way. I don't have to drive all the way down here and bother
Absolutely.
you guys.
You can always email our complaint email.
Okay.
I believe it was on the forms that you filled out.
Yeah.
It's csp.complaints.ct.gov. I believe I don't have that in front of me. But,
yeah.
You can email that.
If you can give me whatever information you can,
sure.
That would be great.
Absolutely, no problem. Just
Thank
give me
you.
a few minutes,
All right. Thank you so much, Sergeant.
All right, Sean. Sean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is assigned to Lieutenant Daryl Tatro, and this is the email address you can email your concerns to.
Okay.
This is my personal card. So.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, thank you. Just one last question.
Absolutely.
As far as for professional standards, administrative, and policies, would it be against policy for a law enforcement officer to witness a crime taking place and not do anything to stop it?
It really depends on the circumstances. I can't, take it into.
But just a basic, if you were to witness a crime taking place and you didn't do anything, would that be a violation of your policy? Just generally.
I can't speak on generalities. I have to actually know the circumstances. Like I said, we do conduct thorough investigations, so we get witness statements and things of that nature to determine if there was actually a violation.
Okay. So it's
but
not.
I can't really
so there's no
obligation
obligation for law enforcement officers to do anything when they're witnessing a crime.
Oh, there is.
Okay.
I can't speak.
That's all I wanted to know. There is an obligation, depending on the circumstances. Again, there's an obligation for a law enforcement officer to do something, to intervene when they're witnessing a crime.
Depending on the crime. Absolutely.
Depending on the crime. Okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Take care. Stay safe. All right. Yep. You too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be getting out of here. Look how run down these buildings are. They should take from Sergeant Bryan Fahey's $200,000 salary a year to fix some of these windows that are busted out, as you can see here. Missing windows,
These buildings are run down and decrepit. Ladies and gentlemen, we just left the Office of Professional Standards for the Connecticut State Police. After speaking with the 2 internal affairs investigators, they made it very clear that while they are investigating the incident, they have no legal authority to charge Sergeant Bryan Fahey with any crimes. They are simply investigating whether any policies were broken. So, this is why we are here at the State of Connecticut Superior Court. This is where the state's attorney, Michael Gailor, for the Judicial District of Middlesex resides. He has all the authority as the Chief Law Enforcement Officer to charge Sergeant Fahey. We have a written statement with us as well as a flash drive with all the video evidence of Sergeant Fahey's criminal actions. Let's see if the state's attorney's office here does their job. All right, guys, so there's the state's attorney's office. Let's head inside. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Good. How are you? How can I help you?
Hi, I just wanted to submit a statement to the state's attorney of this district is still Michael Gailor.
Yes.
So I have a statement here for Mr. Gailor and a flash drive. I was assaulted and my property was stolen from me by a Connecticut State Trooper. Okay. He was aware of this incident actually happened before 2 years ago with the same exact State Trooper. And he was aware of the incident. Go ahead.
You can just put it through the window here.
Sure. So that's for him. And
Thank you.
I also have a flash drive with the video evidence, okay?
Thank you.
No problem. And your name was so I know who I spoke to?
Okay.
And your name so I know who I spoke to, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm one of the secretaries here. We're all set.
And your name? I can't get your name, ma'am, so I know who I spoke to? Can you give me a copy of it signed and received, please? Ma'am? This is why we record, right? She won't tell us her name, and I think that's really unprofessional that she couldn't just tell me her name. Let me know. So I could say I left it with Cheryl. I left it with Karen. I mean, I don't know. All right, well, I just gave a random secretary the statement and the flash drive. I will read the statement for you guys right now. State's Attorney Michael Gailor. On June 28, 2023, I submitted a formal complaint against Sergeant Bryan Fahey with Internal Affairs. According to Sergeant Cromier, regardless of their findings, their office is not able to take any legal action against Sergeant Fahey. As the Chief Law Enforcement Officer of the Judicial District in Middlesex, Connecticut, we the people are demanding your office immediately open a criminal investigation into the actions of Sergeant Bryan Fahey of the Connecticut State Police. If you would like to read the full statement, pause and read. Mr. Gailor, frankly, I do not have any faith that your office will hold Sergeant Fahey legally accountable for his criminal actions. It was your office that cleared Sergeant Fahey of any criminal wrongdoing after he assaulted me and took my camera, shattering it 2 years ago. If you had held him accountable the first time, then maybe this situation could have been prevented. Just because someone is part of the government does not mean they should receive special treatment. No one is above the law, sir. Do your job. We the people are watching. Now it's time to get out of here. All right, guys, so we're just getting out of the Superior Court here in Middletown, Connecticut. There is not much more for us to do today. We followed up with the Office of Professional Standards and spoke with 2 internal affairs investigators regarding the status of the investigation into Sergeant Bryan Fahey. I have no idea why it's taking so long. It is cut and dry. That man is a criminal. He was a criminal the first time he assaulted me 2 years ago. He's a criminal now. There's video evidence. I have no idea why it's taking so long. But I'm glad I went and followed up because we have the name of the investigator now, and we found out that they are not even investigating to see if Sergeant Fahey broke any laws. So that's why we're here at the Superior Court. We just handed over our written statement and the video evidence. We're basically doing their job for them. Michael Gailor, I'm speaking directly to you. You are the state's attorney of this district. As the Chief Law Enforcement Officer, it is your duty to uphold the law in your district. Government workers, like I said in my statement, are not above the law. They should not receive any special treatment. If I were to grab property and assault anyone here in Connecticut, especially a government official, I would be put in handcuffs and charged accordingly. We the people are demanding that you do the same. From here, I'm going to the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Let's hope that they do something as well, because he did violate my constitutional rights. They have a civil rights division there. So we'll submit a statement and hand them over another flash drive so they have no excuses. So stay tuned for that. We are not going to give up. We follow up. We're going to do all we can to hold our government officials accountable. Let me know what you think about this one in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.